Hey everyone, we're going to talk about what's happening in Portland right now. So I have the June report from the MLS on market stats here in Oregon. Now, since interest rates started ticking up, it's been really interesting. Our inventory has been between 2 and 3 months, with the exception of January of this year, 2026, we saw it go up to 4.3. But what's interesting is that inventory dropped right back down to 3. Now, historically speaking, the balanced market is actually 6 months. So 3 months is considered very much a seller's market. And when you have a seller's market, the seller should control pricing. There should be more multiple offers. But we're not necessarily seeing that in every single case. So sometimes we're getting multiple offers. Sometimes really good homes that are positioned and priced right and are clean and ready to go seem to be sitting there longer than they should. So let's take a deep dive in what's really going on of June 2026 versus 1 year ago. So new listings are up a little over 2%. Pending sales are up almost 8%. So it's a huge positive increase in terms of the number of sales. Closed sales up 14%. Now the closed sales from June started in April and May. So sometimes those take about 30 to 45 days, depending. Sometimes if you're paying cash, you could close in a week. But the average home is taking about 30 to 40 days to close. Average sales price up 1.6% over the last year, but the median sales price dropped 1%. So what that means is the total market is drifting down, but we have more high-end sales and fewer low-end sales. So the average looks a little bit higher, the median's a little bit lower. I personally like to look at the median price, so that shows a little bit of weakness. So how is that happening when we only have 3 months of inventory? Well, if you own a home, you probably have a lower rate. This isn't a new story, but it is more expensive. Even if you were going from one side of the street across the street and you're buying exactly the same price home, if you're getting a loan, that new home is going to be more expensive every month. And so we're seeing that take into account in that median home price. Inventory's down half a month from a year ago, and the total days in the market went up 4 days. So those are all pretty stable numbers. I think really the story over the last couple of years is stability. It really comes down to preparing your house correctly, pricing it right, and not just doing work on your home, but doing the right work. So make sure before you're thinking of selling your home, don't call us the week before. Call us a couple months before so we can get a head start, help you plan for what improvements are needed, if any. Some homes you just need to do a little declutter, depersonalize, but a lot of other properties out there, with a little bit of money and a little bit of work, we can make a big difference in how it shows up to the market in terms of pricing and in terms of how long it takes to sell. So if you're thinking of selling, please give us a call. Sooner the better. Even if it seems like you're thinking next year you want to sell, let's still get started now, because some projects you have to do in the summer and some stuff you can do year round, and we can help you plan for that and get connected to the right folks to help with each project you're considering. Thanks so much for checking this out, and download the report in the link below.